So we're twinning now. We're mirroring, and we're twinning, and we're mirroring. It's pressure. That's what I hear with Gemini. It's pressure, but it's a fun-spirited pressure. It's fun. What's up, guys? And y'all eating M&M, plain M&Ms. Somebody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed. And Gemini is the opening act. Well, it's closing out the show. So there were many before you that were the opening acts for you, Gemini. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The energy I have with you is aggressive, but fun-spirited, party aggressive. Like, you could be a girl but dance like the guys, that dance with the guys. So the guys don't do too much feminine style dancing. They may bounce around, kick their legs, and do a little fun-spirited type of dances and stuff like that. Like, think of NLE Choppa in his video Shot of Flow 7, but he dances a lot. Like, he plays around a lot. So you think about that kind of energy, but you're a girl doing that with the guys. You're a girl who dance like that. You don't do too much twerking. By the way, let me explain something to you. For those of you who think twerking is just the hips and the butt and that's it, that's Americanized. Twerking, the whole body sachets, vibrates, shakes something, everything. Everything moves in sync with each other. Twerking. It's your whole body. You ever see people who are Caribbean, their whole body is gyrating, not just one little body part. Okay, that's for somebody. I think that's shade for somebody. I'm not sure. Okay. Somebody who is a fly on the wall about you, Gemini, or about your energy, Gemini. Okay, they think they know what they're doing. They mocking at your culture without even knowing they're mocking at your culture. So we're gonna let that rip. Okay, but they obsessed with the men of your tribe, so they could be obsessed with your person, Gemini. So you obsessed with your femininity, probably your masculinity too, your power. You're just too lighthearted and too I don't give a shit, too much of a rock star seed. So let me say a prayer. Our Lord, I am in need of whatever good that you may send down on me in need. Okay, we have our Lord, our Rab. We have wronged our souls. If you do not forgive us and have mercy on us, we shall certainly be of the losers. Surah number 7, ayat number 23. Here's a problem. Here is the problem. If there is one. I didn't know there was one, says Gemini. Your power, your moral compass, so your North Node could be in Gemini. It doesn't have to be. You can have Gemini anywhere in your chart. But your North Node or your basic common sense, you don't have basic common sense. And that's a problem for somebody. The Hierophant, you could teach it. Okay? People want to learn from you, but they rather steal it or act like they're stealing it, but they're not doing it right. Like what I just gave the example about what true twerking is. A whole body gyrates. If you ever watch a true islander, their whole body gyrates in sync with each other. Everything moves. Everything. It's the rhythm, like Michael Jackson described to Oprah in an interview he did in the early 90s. You don't dance to the rhythm, you become the rhythm. It has to be in your bones. It has to be in you to move a certain way. Like Michael Jackson is a true twerker, in a sense. Not like same-sex orientation, but the way his whole body is in sync with, he's not just moving one body part. The whole body is in sync. So I feel like you're not throwing shade, you are shade. So you're cool as a fan, you don't give a damn, and you're attractive. You focus on attracting and building relationships with people who are happy to be around you and buy your products and service. You don't give a fuck. That's just that simple. Power, Hierophant. So you're the leader of the community. So you got it down. I feel like you mastered both ethereal. You could be a Pisces moon. You're both ethereal. You can even have Taurus in your chart. But you're fucking attractive. Like, she's beautiful, like Lady Heroine from Harlem Nights. So, in today's world, if we often measure our worth against the illusions of worldly status and mistake material gain for power, many people will feel helpless and victimized by the chill of power's seemingly ruthless grip. But this can only happen if we choose to look outside of ourselves for the strength and the wisdom we feel we lack. Authentic power, however, comes from within and the ability to recognize and discern its core meaning. It could take many years, if not lifetimes. Okay, Gemini, that's some more shade. You're telling somebody or some people it will take 6 generations, 60 years to 6 generations to catch up with me, to catch up with what I'm doing, because you started too late. really what she's saying is you didn't start at all. So how the fuck you gonna stand next to me? The presence of this triumph card of your power is a spiritual inheritance and a sovereign self. So your sovereign self and your spiritual inheritance is what people are gravitating to. You are a bright, regal spark of the divine. You're independent, your individuality, and yet totally connected. Like your ears to the streets without needing to pay attention. You don't give a fuck. Okay? That's your energy. Do I want to name Gemini's reading that? Maybe not. Perhaps you are in the midst of a power struggle. Or maybe you need to reclaim control from a person or a situation. Are you missing your position of power wisely? Are you using it? Are you using your position of power wisely? So maybe someone felt like they had a grip on you, or you, I don't think it's you who feel like you have a grip on anybody because you're too lighthearted. That's the energy for you. Like someone thought they had a tighter grip on you than they realized. And meanwhile, you're using your position of power wisely. Are you being called to stand firm in your power and have the courage of your convictions? I feel like you're asking somebody this rhetorically. Again, more shade. Purposeful thoughts and deeds seeded from the fertile grounds of truthfulness. But now when I keep saying shade, it's like you're not going to keep dissing, you're not dissing the other person, but they feel humiliated in your presence for trying to play on your top. You two with the shits. So honor and respect, carry authentic power. That's what you embody. That's what you're teaching. That's what makes you the Hierophant. Likewise, the Hierophant has a farce sense of power. Farce, F-A-R-C-E, like a joke. Like what they think they got going on or over you is a fucking joke. Or too many men in position. It could be females too, but too many stupid people in position trying to cluster fuck together to get close enough to you while you stand in your power. Because you're attractive. And they want that attractive ass next to them so they can look better. You think they hate you, and they do in a sense, but they hate on you. It's like, I can't beat her, so we got to join her, kind of thing. Or I can't beat him, I got to join him. Okay? And those who are among you, those are some of your strongest allies. I'll say that. What is Gemini teaching today? Pursuit of happiness. More shade. Child of the cosmos. Intelligence. That you woke somebody's ass up and nothing they could have done, no kind of game they could have ran. Somebody's favorite color could be blue too. Or you just are your aura. This is what people see about you is your aura. You see how she's glowing? Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. The blue flame. So you're the blue flame and somebody else is what? The red flame? The twin flame? Oh shit. I feel like people are low-key scared of you. High-key scared. No, don't say low. Don't sugarcoat it. We don't sugarcoat on this channel, etc. Okay. I have to stand correct on that statement. They high-key, high velocity are intimidated by you. They're scared of you. They're scared of what you can do. Because of what you did, what you've done. Do you realize what you've done? Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. They realize they praying to a false god, and you're not. Because it's clear where you're at. You water your spiritual garden, you're just a threat, a triple threat. Beauty, brains, and bronze. You could be a comedian, or need to be a comedian. You need to take center stage. You could be a mass communicator. You're well spoken. Well, you're ruled by Mercury, so I can understand you having choice words for somebody, or choosy with your words. Star family. You are part of a team. You're part of souls. You call in support. So when you saw this dick eating shit, Gemini, you called in support. You said a prayer. When we recite Quran, we put between you and those who believe not in the hereafter. What that does is have a group of angels block you off from your enemies so they don't see you. They haven't seen you. People want to know where you've been. What's up? Where you been? What you got going on? You trigger somebody else to do the same thing. They went in their shell too. Because it's like, oh no, it's like a big ass, like a bright ass halogen type of light. Not fluorescent, halogen. That's the brightest light they have, I think, so far on the market. Brightest type of light. It's more accurate to see, like the sun. I see the sun in the levers. And the Hierophant. Okay? The sun is illumination. You shed light on things. You teach. You don't dictate, especially with the Hierophant here. You're teaching it. I can teach the damn class, as we just articulated. And because now that you done went back and left Geminis, one thing about you can be very mysterious. You don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. So when you moved your light, it just got real like pitch black, abyss, black, dark. Can't see anything. At least it looked that way because your light is not there. Yeah? You know, critters crawl around in the dark. You turn the light on, they everywhere, right? And they run with the light when the lights are on. Okay? So what far sense of power did they think they have over you? I heard weaponizing past experiences against this person to segregate them from you or make them feel inadequate about standing next to you. I'm sorry, defenseless, writing past wrongs, uprooting. They know who you are. And the mystic rose, right? Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. They have a lot of regard for you, a lot of respect for you. I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef. I don't know. They might have saw something in you that's like tripping them out, making them feel like I shouldn't have done that. You should have been there. You should have been there. And if you wasn't, if you are who you say you are, you should have been there. Have you heard Travis Scott's new song with Future and Playboy Cardi? Where was you? Where were you? It starts off like you should have been there. And Travis Scott is telling people who was there and who wasn't. So everybody who feels slighted about his success, or people he might have cut off or play at with a long-handed spoon, are feeling salty because they don't have access to him, to what they want from him. So somebody wants your resources, they don't have access to your resources. And as long as somebody's close enough to you and they attach to people who's a taker and not a giver, they look like the party of the takers, not a giver to you. You could be playing them with a long-handed spoon. And it's like, you should have been there. If you know, divine timing. If you are who you say you are, then you should have been there. We don't play those games. We don't fuck around over here. Loyalty is everything. Trust is everything. You can't be 90% there. You can't even be 99.9% there, and 1% of you is somewhere else. No. You play distance. You play people at a distance. You play people with a long-handed spoon. All right, this one will come out. Grace. Now you got two cards now that's talking about humility and grace. Purple could be your favorite color. And sanctuary. Your peace. Your peace and solitude is your sanctuary. And someone really doesn't want to be away from you, but you're in your sanctuary, so they have no choice but to wait for you. Let's start with Grace. It's a very pretty card. They just love your poise. In addition to obvious visual beauty that they see in you, Grace can manifest in other ways. The name Grace is Latin origins and means favor or blessings. So in religious tradition, grace means unmerited favor or loving kindness of God. Grace cannot be bargained for, as only the divine mind decides when and how to reveal itself. So in the presence of this card, it calls you to pause, take heart, and return to the miraculous simplicity of the moment. Through the gift of life alone, you are already part of the miracle of grace. You may feel overwhelmed by the pressure surrounding you, or isolated and disconnected from the beating heart of your sacred relationship to life. Perhaps you are overanalyzing things or measuring your progress by man-made yardsticks, which have no bearings on your spiritual identity. Without a doubt, there have been countless times when you saw guidance and grace was present, but went unnoticed. She can be found in the space between notes of a tune that call your body to dance and spirit to soar. She is hidden with the silence between breaths and in the very pulse of life itself. Look for her in the changing face of Mother Nature. The next time you find yourself grumbling about the rain, remember those words. Rain is grace, rain is the sky, condescending to the earth. Without rain, there would be no life. So when grace dances into your moments of loving connectedness, you will recognize her reassuring likeness of step, and regardless of the circumstances, be both humble and grateful for the perfection of each moment. Cultivate the eyes to see and the heart to merge with these gifts as they unfold bountifully in your daily life. And soon you will realize that the darkest days are never so daunting as to beyond the reach of grace. In other words, someone really does appreciate your presence. They really do have a high regard for you. So there's a couple things that stuck out. You were picking up on a lot of overwhelm that someone close enough to you were feeling. Because when I see that, it's a couple things. These two stick out to me. Righting your wrongs, I'm sorry. Maybe life took over the situation for a minute and you had to take a step back. You had to get out of the hustle and bustle of overwhelm, the hustle and bustle of life. You had to get out of, I don't want to say you were in your own way, but you had to get out of the realm of someone else's chaotic bullshit. And I feel like as you listen to what I was reading, that's more shade. You were reading someone their rights. Okay? Somebody needs to act more grateful instead of just saying it. Actions and their words don't align somewhere along the lines. Okay? What else stuck out? It was something else that stuck out to me, and what I just said. There was countless times when you saw guidance and grace was present. So there was countless times you showed up for this person, or this person may feel slighted by you. But it could be a sense of, I feel left behind. There is an element of, I feel left behind, because in the face, in spite of your pursuit of happiness, meaning you've always had that independent streak, or it's a reality that you've always embodied the drive to get to a peaceful space, peace and solitude. So anything you keep it lighthearted, because you don't just talk this shit, you live it. And people probably have to learn the hard way, messing with you or just overstepping boundaries with you. So just because you're about peace and solitude and you're lighthearted and you're great, someone didn't know that flip side, that other face, Gemini. The stereotype of Gemini, they have two faces. So you're not shady at all. You slap the shit out of somebody though, I feel that, and that's more shade. Okay? The shade is the illumination that you shed on somebody else's fuck shit and how you remain a rare cooling. And that's what shade is in this video, in this message. So I like to show the artistry of the cards at times. Sanctuary. That's pretty, right? I feel like you want some get the fuck out of here with your nonsense. Somebody really is blown away that you don't take no nonsense. For some, this first experience of communion, celebration, and sanctuary begins in the safety and security of family and home. But as we grow, our perception of sanctuary evolves according to how we relate to the world in its ever quickening pace. In contrast to seeking escape, the renewing balm of sanctuary helps us find sustenance and rejuvenate from within. I hear vaginoplasty surgery. So someone really likes your super grip, your choker. And then someone shaded with a low opinion, but it's really about the low regard of themselves. That's why there's so much shade going on in this video, in this message. You rejuvenate. You got a rejuvenated pussy. You do. From within. You heal from within. You don't care what it look like on the outside. It's what it feel like from within. Not to say that you don't look right, but what my point is, someone says some cocky shit or tried to be cocky like you, and it was a misstep. You stumbled, you tripped, your shoes too big, you're tripping over your own feet. You're wearing clown shoes, trying to stand next to Gemini. So while allowing us to simply be present in the moment, your personal idea of sanctuary may manifest in the form of a special place. So some of you could be strong masturbators or tantric sex people. You sex with purpose. You practice art with purpose. Not the dark arts, but you just practice life with a purpose. You don't move without purpose. Your spiritual beliefs or the inner refuge of prayer and meditation. That's big. Whatever your preference, the appearance of this card speaks to its relevance for your life at this moment. So you cultivate a little distance from an issue by nourishing your spiritual resources in the safety of your own private oasis. Someone wants to set up their life the way you have yours set up. Or they just have a lot in common with you. They do. They wish they could be with you. So viewing life from a renewed sense of perspective will help you arrive at more attuned choices for the future. And you did it with such compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. You are the mystic rose. Grace. Okay. Lastly, what makes you so attractive? Like, you're the type of person where you're shrewd in business, where you can't tell people too much of your secrets, so you can continue to have a successful business. You don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. People want to know your beauty secrets, whether it's business or personal. They want to know how you do it. I want to know what you do so I can copy it or try to do it better. They really just want to be better than you. They want to be like you. Everybody want to be like Mike. These motherfuckers want to be like you. And that's fine, because you embody grace. You're real humble. Like what you have to offer, how you show up, your resources. Somebody could easily mistake you as arrogant or just fully yourself, but you're really just down to earth. Very, very down to earth, and that surprised some people, which is making them matter because they can't put the stereotype. It's not sticking. Whatever the rumor mill is spinning, it's not sticking. Someone wants to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Identify specific qualities of your ideal client or customer and make solid no-brainer offers that they're happy to buy. So someone might have fumbled before, but they got their shit together now. Writing. Copywriting is the art of persuasion. Learning how to craft words that speak to the heart of your clients. Oh, they got their shit together. They're getting that shit together. Get that shit together. I deserve better. This is screaming, I deserve better. And I have the drive to go get it. So your ass you should have been there. You should have been ready. If you are who you say you are, if you feel like you're entitled to this, you should have been ready. Oh, somebody too slow for you, or was moving too slow for you. They thought they had more time. They're not slow, like mentally, they're quick like you, but they just thought they had more time. See? Just when they think they had you figured out. You don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You on some other shit. Now they got to get on their game. I feel like you were the inspiration to somebody who, they didn't have the drive to bring their dreams come true. They may have dreams, they have premonitions, but they didn't have the drive to do it. You got trained on this hand and you got published. I can't make this shit up. Start that book you always wanted to write and get your message out there to touch people's lives, and exercise daily to keep your body and spirit strong, healthy, and full of energy you need to build your business. Give back. I just want to say thank you for all that you've done for me. Donate to your community or causes that are close to your heart. It creates an energy of abundance around you and your business. They know who to mastermind. Can't make it up. Join a community of entrepreneurs who can give you love, support, and feedback you need to achieve your dreams. They need your support. They know they had your support. First of all, you want to declutter. You gotta create a sacred workspace that you love. And because clutter keeps you stuck. You gotta clear it and watch your creativity and abundance flow easy. So when you stop fucking with them people, you can align better with what you're supposed to be doing. Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for your lifestyle that you want to create your business. Just mind your business. That's what it's telling you. In so many words. And this attractive ass person, you somebody's heartthrob. Gemini, you entertaining as hell. You're not boring. You always got something to say. You like to learn. This was next to this card initially when I split the deck. So this is you. We're going to keep this card because it was you. It's you all the time. It's been you all the time. Okay? You're attractive. They want to say thank you. They want to practice gratitude. They want to give back. They want to give you some money. You see that money in his hand, in that person's hand. I don't know if it's a man, but that's confirmation if it is. So what else do they appreciate about you? All the stuff they can't get over on you. So they can't pull the wool over your eyes and be successful and still manage to be successful. I just want to grow and evolve. I just want to love you. I keep hearing that. Autonomy, self-discipline, and command. They didn't know you was a fucking drill sergeant. But how else do you get here? You think I got here letting people just take advantage? Creative happiness, manifestation, organization, clear priorities, mental check-in, okay? Direction, fearless, communication. I'm surprised Tiger's Eye didn't come out. But that's okay. We're going to roll with it. It's like you tune into your inner commander. You're strong. You're a strong ally. You dispel a lot of loneliness and self-doubt, and you instill greater confidence in your decision making. You make people believe the impossible. You face your fears, and you know that you have the power to overcome them. You make people believe that about themselves because it's true. You had to do it, so you know you can speak from the other side of that rainbow. That's why I see the Sun and the Lovers as well as the Hierophant. You can teach it because you've already been through the storm. Okay? You are the calm, the grace, the humility, the humanity after the storm. Okay? You can have Sagittarius and Saturn. Okay? Like, you creative, like, you're very energetic, high energy, good energy. You're like vitamin C for the soul. You know, you know how to work both. You provide so much longevity. Wait a minute. Leveling up, lividity. Okay? In a way that's light-filled vibes and positivity. Okay? And I ain't here to gas you up. I'm here to tell the truth. Your mental capabilities, like, you lift your mental capabilities for clear intuition and empowered decision making. Basically, you make the effort. Like, you just make the effort. Okay? Not only that, you instill fierce confidence and self-esteem. You have a very strong self-esteem, especially in front of an audience. However, as much as it improves your public appearance, it does protect your privacy too. You are big on privacy, guarding and grounding and connecting to people. When you're trying to connect with people, you have it guards your secrets. You know how to guard your secrets. You're a secret keeper for other people too, and you value your inner space. You match with somebody so fucking hard. Like, the Lovers is also like compatibility with somebody too. Like, you do somebody's authenticity and your authenticity fuck with each other in a long-term sense. You know, so you can pinpoint illnesses in the body and focus on listening to the body's needs by building a strong relationship with it. So the way you connect with people, you're not like a leech. You speak from the other side of the rainbow, so you don't have to attach to people unnecessarily, but you can bond with people and pinpoint where they're struggling at and help them fix it. Your sun sign could be Taurus or Sagittarius. Your Mercury could be Capricorn or Pisces. Your sun sign can also be Aries, Gemini, Leo, or Libra, and your Saturn could be in Sagittarius. So wherever you have Gemini placements at, put it where it applies. Is there anything else you want to say? This flipped over on my lap. This flipped over on my lap. So that's the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. You could have met somebody in a winter void where they wasn't doing nothing, thinking, feeling, acting. They just weren't moving. You were the inspiration to pull them out of that. They wanted to. People give you the credit a lot, but really the person made themselves better because they wanted to be better as a unique individual. You respect this person respects you. So the Ace of Wands is that fire, that fiery intuition, you know, that spirit animal. Like, you woke somebody up who might have been coasting through life, who may have been asleep through life for a few years or some time, and they just really values. I just want to love you. If you don't mind, like, I just want to give back. I just want to show you in a way. And I feel like this card really just articulates the way it's a gift. They want to go make something of themselves to be able to give you this. Maybe because they know you like money or something like that, but it's something of value, something you could use and makes the world go around. So They recognize that in you, so they want to give you something in a tangible sense. It's more than just spiritual. I just want to say thank you. With the Ten of Pentacles, so you match how you spiritually woke them up with that Ace of Wands. They're seizing an opportunity, and they're tangibalizing it with the Ten of Pentacles. Wherever there's a 10, there's an ace. There's a completion. So they want to introduce you to their family, or build a bigger family with you. They see you as the ideal fit. Because they're tired of fighting at the end of the day. Like, I'm not fighting a upheaval battle with people who don't want to grow. Like, why waste time on people who just want to take me for my residuals? They might like the person's sex, or they may like the person's money, or may like the person's image or status in society, or in the community. In the community, their name holds weight, or their character holds weight. In Gemini, you see that. The Nine of Wands is like a good fight. You're exhausted, but you're still fighting. These people are tiring themselves out, burdening themselves about fighting for something that's not rightfully theirs. And the Ace of Pentacles is here because they see they're opportunists. And you put that with the Five of Swords, that's a bully card. It's competition. It's stab somebody in the back by any means necessary. That could be the rumor mill spinning about you because you the shit. And people could try to like paint that as your character. And they're trying to justify their means or their actions with why they're showing a good fight or whatever, or trying to weaponize your conviction against you to try to turn you sour. So, and this is all out of the spirit of competition, the curse of the tongue. People don't know how to watch their mouth. They don't know how to watch their moves neither, because they can't move on somebody who doesn't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. So they try to go after your person to get you to respond, to fuck with your conviction, because she has a holy scripture in one hand and a pistol in the other. That didn't pan out too well. It was only a 5, and a 5 to be changed. You, the Ten of Pentacles, that Ace of Wands, that Ace of Pentacles it's like I'm just playing to play. This gives me jaded energy with these surrounding cards. With this Ace of Pentacles, it's like it's an opportunity they tried to steal from you by any means necessary with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Wands. It's like, I've been doing this a long time. It's like you come into a job space and somebody's been working there for 10 or 15 years, so they have the work experience, but you come in with the right credentials, like a degree or a license or something, to do the same job, and you get paid more, and they're like, absolutely not. I will take that opportunity from you by any means necessary. You're not coming in, and I'm not going to be the one training you after I didn't work for 10 years, so yeah, I know my job like the back of my hands, but I also know ambition when I smell it. And that was the one thing that was missing that kept me in the same position for 10 years. Now, if you are in corporate America and you want to work a 9 to 5, a traditional 9 to 5, a 10 to 6 to survive, your reference should be 1 to 2 years long. You shouldn't exceed that. It's time to move up. If there's no growth and expansion in that company, you got to move on to a different opportunity or create it yourself. That's the gems, the pearls of wisdom you come to the table with, and that's a fact. Working in corporate America, you only need to be at a space for 1 to 2 years. No more than 2 years before you need to either move up or move out. That's it. Four of Pentacles, you're not stingy with the opportunity. You're not stingy with the information neither. You'll teach it if they just ask. Instead of trying to steal it, you would have put them up on game. But now it's pressure. Now it's fuck you kind of thing. Now it's like they're trying to pull information out of you. They're trying to be nice to you in a sense where they were ambitiously moving against you to take from you. They want a piece of your pie. They want a piece of your inheritance. And that was a fucking dud. Yeah? Because you still got 10 Pentacles on your side. That's what somebody wants to give you. That's what somebody needed your spark to get to. It's like, I'm doing this with intention. It's personal and it's purpose. A man is not inspired to move without purpose. So in this retrospect, it's like, you're the inspiration to make me want to do it. I know I need to do it. I should do it. I know how I would want to do it if I would to stand up and get my shit together. Now you're the spark to make me want to do it. And guess what? All the stuff they were fighting to get out of this person or take from you is coming to bring it to you. Is that clear? That's clear. Somebody failed their test with the Four of Wands in reverse. Is that it? Six of Pentacles. It's I love you too. Six of Pentacles. The community. Donate to your community. You want to do the same thing for them as they want to do for you. You're doing the same thing for them as they are doing for you. You want to give them the loving partner that they so desire. And they want to give you the pretty penny in the bank account that you so desire. Sounds like balance to me. Okay, Gemini, that has been your message. Don't stay aligned, or there's no point in telling you to stay on course, because that's what you're teaching it. So you're already pretty solid in what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Respect. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.